switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Behind you, Taylor. That's like
Do you know Sweetwater?
Yeah, that's where I get all my music equipment from. I'm a dork. I know Sweetwater very well.
Well, Sweetwater's from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I didn't know that.
Yep,
You know
we
what?
have the big warehouse and everything.
Okay. Yeah, they always, every time you buy a musical instrument from there, I feel like this is an ad for Sweetwater. It really isn't. But every time I get a musical instrument from there, they send me like Laffy Taffy and a bunch of candy I shouldn't eat.
Yeah, that's what they do. And they actually sponsor our studios here.
Oh.
So, you know, we're big with Sweetwater. So yeah.
Yeah, I know that you have probably like the best music equipment in your studio. You probably have all the new microphones and everything.
I wish. It's not new.
Very nice.
It's still a good mic. It's just not new.
Doesn't matter.
But what are you up to, Mr. Music Nerd? I love it. I love that you consider yourself a music nerd.
I am definitely that. I just started it off by asking you what you were doing with the Sweetwater sign behind you. I'm just making the album, having a good time. I always say that the album is done, and then I always close the book and tell Atlantic we're ready to go. And then a week later, I say I have another song idea, and that happened last week. So after we're done here, I'm gonna go run back to the studio and work on that.
Can you see me and hear me okay?
Perfectly.
Okay, because it keeps popping up and telling me my internet's unstable. Of course, like my life, right? Like
I know. It's never easy with these things. Do you want me to did you hear anything that I said?
Yes, I heard you were working on something new after you get off of here.
Yeah, because I always that's exactly what I do every day, because I'm just addicted to this and I just will never stop making tunes.
That's awesome. And Light Switch was huge because you kind of made that all on TikTok, right?
I did, but I conceptualized it in my head, and then it was just so ridiculous sounding that I thought no one's actually going to like this. This can't possibly be a good idea for a song. Why don't I gauge the crowd and film myself making it, and then I'll know right then and there if I continue making the song. I made the video. I'm like, all right, this is quirky and fun. And I then uploaded it, and it went crazy. It got like 20 million impressions. It's a fancy way of saying views in a day. And I had people begging me to finish the song. And I thought, okay, that's definitely the song then.
Well, yeah, and I even told my boss, I was like, did you hear what Charlie Puth's working on? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, are you not on TikTok? Are you not following Charlie?
Yeah.
And looking at like the behind the scenes on how he's creating this, which is amazing.
Well, thanks. You got to watch Charlie. I'm so fun.
Well, your TikTok is pretty fun. And one of my coworkers is like, I love following him on TikTok.
Well, that makes me very happy. You know, if I weren't a touring artist and I weren't doing what I do every day, like doing radio interviews, etc., I would probably be a teacher. So when I go on TikTok, I feel like it's like me teaching something in a way. There's so many like sad things on TikTok, like people like being sad. Of like, I just want to be the annoying, overly musical, happy guy.
Hey, gotta put positivity out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you are working on, or you have posted a couple other songs on how you're making them on TikTok. Are either of those the one that's like you tilt your phone?
Yeah, it was just right before.
Are one of those coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, I think that might I think I might put that out next while Light Switch is climbing the charts. Thanks again for playing it, by the way. I'm just still shocked as to how well it's doing. It's very nice of you. But I mean, it's literally a song with a light switch sound in it. But I think we'll put that out. Maybe I don't know. When do you put new music out? I told them I'd like that to come out next, I think. But who knows?
Well, and then you have the one, You Didn't Love Me When You Had Me, that one.
Oh yeah. That's
Is that on the new?
Yeah, everything that you've heard, on TikTok is on the album.
Yes, I'm excited. I know a lot of other people are excited too, so I knew I had to ask about those.
Yeah, I just want my whole goal with this album is I just want people to know every song before it comes out, which is a very unusual thing. Usually as an artist, you go away for, several months and you make an album in secrecy and then you just come out and show it. And I want people to know my social security number. Maybe not that, but I want people to know everything about me. This is the year of oversharing.
And does that have something to do with Elton John and what he has told you about your 2019 music?
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely pretty harsh about it, but he was right, and it's exactly what I was thinking when I was releasing that music. It didn't feel very real to me. I look emo right now. I'm in love with an emo girl. Never mind. What if I just did the rest of the interview like this?
Hey, Charlie Puth, everyone.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling my my last work. I was taking some MySpace pics the other day. Whatever.
Oh God, the MySpace days.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, that was the very beginning of me needing to be more honest with myself, like I've been in the past with my music.
I love it. And I know you were in a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, yes, I was.
Yes, and I'm a huge Flamin' Hot snack person, so I need to know what your favorite Flamin' Hot snack is.
Oh, well, I like the fact that it's like such a dichotomy for them to make a Cool Ranch Flaming Hot snack. It's just a big like confused wonder that happens when you bite into that wonderful corn chip. But that's probably that. They also make Flaming Hot Ruffles. I like Ruffles.
I didn't even know that, and I should know that.
I mean, you gotta try them.
But how was it being like an animated? How was it like being an animated character? Because you were like were you like the little fox?
Yeah, I think they made me a fox because it rhymes with beatbox, box and fox.
And that's what we're doing.
That's what happened, and they made me dance, which I don't do very well on the Voice Notes tour. It's very. I always feel I look very awkward on stage, but they made me groove along to the tune of Shake It. What's it called? Salt and Pepper. Push It. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. I was like, oh my gosh, look at him go. It's little Fox Charlie.
And here I am.
Love it. I always think of Wayne's World when he's like, Foxy.
Wayne's World. Excellent. What does they say? Totally.
Party on.
Party on. Excellent.
Oh. Excellent.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh my God. Yes, that's the best. And you can, you've said, and I quote, you can make beats out of anything. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it. I mean, Light Switch had a light switch.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing is taking a soda
and
can.
People have sent you weird things. I mean, people have sent you things on like TikTok and Instagram, and I've seen you post like doing a beat to like these weird sounds that people send you.
Yeah, it's there's everything has tonality to it. That's what I'm trying to Do I love it when people get super gross with it? Maybe I could live without that, but I'm just trying to prove that everything has tonality to it, and anything can become a song.
And that just shows like your talent too, because you can literally hear something and match it. Like, it's crazy.
Well, thanks. It comes in. It's not very cool to be braggadocious about it, but it does come in handy when you're making a song or you're working with an artist. Like when I wrote "Stay" for the Kid Leroy and Justin Bieber, it was originally like in my mind, I was like, maybe it should be like a dun, 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 but I just raised it up like a whole step, dun, 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 and that is what brought him to sing that melody into the microphone just from that subtle change.
That's amazing to me. Like, I love music, and obviously that's what I do, but to have somebody that can hear things and do things like that is why you are Charlie Puth and you're doing the things that you're doing.
Well, I mean, I'm certain there are a lot of talented artists out there that can do that as well. I certainly didn't invent it, but I found my little niche of showcasing it online. I get a certain joy out of making something unexpected for an internet audience.
And it's a appreciate. I'm sure other people do, but I do, because we don't get to see that. We don't get to see the thought and all of the different pieces that go into it, and it's a different aspect that we can see now, and I feel like it makes people like you a little bit more, because they're like, you're telling me your secrets.
Yeah, I guess I am. I mean, how excited! So when people, the millions of people that listen to your guys' station, when they hear on their way home from wherever they are, they'll hear a light switch, and they'll be like, "Oh, I feel like I wrote this song with this goofball online, and I feel like I'm a part of it." That's what I want them to feel like. I want them to feel like they made the song with me. That way, when they hear it, when I perform it on TV, when they hear it on the radio, they feel like they did it with me.
And that's awesome. So if you don't follow Charlie on TikTok, if you don't follow him on Instagram, you need to go follow him so you can see the behind the scenes too.
Yeah, you definitely do. Follow me on MySpace, SoundClick, Napster. Napster's still around, actually. Napster's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'm on all the places. Soundclick.com.
Yes, all of them. Go follow Charlie. And thank you so much for, hanging out with me today and talking about your music. And
thanks for having me, Taylor. Very, very nice to meet you.
You too. And we'll continue to play whatever you throw at us.